The President of Kenya, William Ruto, has reached the end, and now he has confirmed that he is going to rig the 2027 elections because he knows he will not be the winner. Welcome to Kenya Lens Media, where we bring you news updates as they break. We talk and also analyze politics. Now, in today's video, I want to answer a question that every citizen and every Kenyan has been asking himself. Given that 2022 William Ruto won the election using the tribal card, whereby he concentrated in Mount Kenya region because the tribe has a lot of votes. He tried to marginalize some of the regions and also knew these are my bases that made him become the president of Kenya in 2022. But right now, those areas that William Ruto banked on so much, including Mount Kenya region, are now far away from him. The Gusii region, where he got almost half the votes, is solidly behind Fred Matiang'i, and then the Luhya community is now solidly behind Sifuna. So people were asking, which matrix, which science, which magic can William Ruto use to win the election in 2027? But this man, in as much as others are saying is a political strategist, he has reached the end. And now the only plan he has is to rig the 2027 election. Sometimes we say, when you see the dogs barking at you, know that the owner is around. Yeah. So the owner sends the dog to deliver a message, and that message was today. Not even today. The message has been delivered effectively, and I'll tell you the dogs that have been delivering the message. But let us listen to this dog of William Ruto speaking today.
Sisi ndo tunatengeneza budget ya uchaguzi. Sisi ndo tunalipa IEBC pesa. Sisi ndo tunalipa commissioners pesa. Ruto ndo mwenye hiyo budget. Sasa Ruto kaanguka namna gani nyinyi? Wewe unatengeneza budget ya kuanguka. Haki ya Mungu hata kama wewe ni mwendazimu.
There is a leader from Kakamega called Savula. Savula is speaking, saying that they are going to rig elections. He's asking that IEBC is funded by Kenyans using the budget, and the budget that William Ruto gives. Therefore, these people will be dictated on what to present as the results of 2027. That is according to Savula, telling the people not to be duped, that they should be in government and they stop supporting non-essentials. Some people cannot be presidents like Edwin Sifuna. That is according to Savula. So that statement has not come by chance. It was not a joke, neither was it out of comedy or rather it was a joke. That statement carries the weight in as much as others are viewing it as a joke. And that weight may even be seen in 2027, and if William Ruto tries to overturn the will of the people, maybe we may have the post-election violence, maybe like the one that happened in 2007, or much worse than what happened in 2007. I remember at one point the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua mentioned something, that if President William Ruto tries to steal the election, if he tries to rig himself in the next election, the 2007 post-election violence was a Christmas party. That this one now, it will be worse than what happened last time. And true, that one is gonna be worse because right now Kenyans are enlightened. The youth now, they are learned, they know their rights, they know what they want, they know the kind of leadership that should not happen in Kenya, and they understand what they need to do. Plus, worst of all, they are so courageous and brave. Right now, the youths we have in Kenya right now, this generation does not fear police officer. In fact, they fear goons more than police officers because they've been enlightened, they know their rights. They know that if a police officer crosses some line, you can sue that police officer and you can be paid damages. And that is the country we have. When Sifuna speaks this is what he has been directed to speak. And I want you to listen to this video of the Kapseret Member of Parliament, Oscar Sudi, equally uttering the same statement. Oscar Sudi said that they'll make sure William Ruto becomes the next president. And if he does not become the next president, watajaza. Hiyo kujaza, it means they will rig elections. Wataiba. That is what it means.
Mimi nataka niwahakikishie wewe Samenya na wewe kwa Munyoro, Mr. Dorgas. Tutawanyorosha asubuhi na mapema ndio muende ICU sasa. Wacha hiyo mnavia. Na kura tutajaza. Hii kura hii tutajaza. Usijali, kura itajaa. Sitajaa. Tunaenda Ukambani tumeomba, tunaenda wapi tumeomba, tunaenda kila mahali tumeomba. Wale watatupigia na tukiona kidogo haijai tunaomba ya kujaza, yani lazima ijae. Lazima kura ijae. So msijisumbue, nyinyi muombe kura na mtembee na mfanye kazi. Jengeni hata toilet. Jengeni hata kitu hapo. Mko na slogan ya kutembea naye.
And this kind of statements are the one that will fuel the kind of post-election violence that will never be expected in Kenya before, or that has never been expected in Kenya before. And that is why today, Edwin Sifuna was asking the IEBC to call on these leaders who've been propagating this narrative that William Ruto can rig the elections using the IEBC, that he chose the commissioners and that is the one who's budgeting them, that is the one who put them in office, that they will reciprocate by awarding William Ruto the presidency. So when you see Oscar Sudi speaking, when you see him speak, remember that is President William Ruto speak. That is Ruto's biggest dog. And that is why I tell you that, many people are saying that, how can you have Oscar Sudi as a friend? Let me tell you, my friend, for any president, if you are the president, you must have a Sudi in your circle. You must have someone of that caliber. They help to start a narrative. They help to drive, let me say, to shift away the attention of the people from some necessary things. Right now, people mind za watu saizi kwa mafuta kuongezeka. But now they are using the likes of Sudi, the likes of Sifuna to shift the attention of Kenyans from the fuel prices hike to the election rigging in 2027. And that is how the government works. But then, back to what Sifuna and Oscar Sudi have been saying, there is something we deduce from this statement. President William Ruto has realized that he's going home. He has lost all the confidence. He has lost everything. He has lost the votes that are supposed to make him the president. And now, if that is happening, he has resorted to make sure that he will rig the election. He will rig the 2027 election. But then, things are not gonna be the same, because I've seen this one happen. Mimi mwenyewe nimeona, where Kenyans themselves wanalinda, they protect the results. I was in the by-election, one of the by-election in one of the counties in Kenya, where the people decided wakati ilifika jioni, in every polling station wakakaa kwa gate, and they never wanted any vehicle ingie kwa hiyo polling station hadi kura zikahesabiwa, wakilinda, zikaandikwa, zikasafirishwa. Wananchi wenyewe wanalinda kura. And that is what I'm telling you, in as much as William Ruto is banking on rigging elections, itaenda kukua ngumu sana. I don't know what you think. Those are my opinions. You have yours too. You can write them in the comment section. Let us talk. Let us discuss. Perhaps it can form a basis for whatever we're going to talk about in the next video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content.